This week on the Sports Desk, can't enter a season ranked any higher than number 1. South High, eager to make a statement in the absence of a leader and prove just how hungry they are to live up to those high expectations. And over at El Camino, it's not about where you start the season, it's all about where you're going. The Warriors looking to build on their first win. Plus, Friday nights, seen some ridiculous numbers hit the scoreboards and the stat books, while some athletes in the Pioneer League are laced up and doing work on the trail. All that coming up now on the Sports Desk. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Wan Hernandez, and welcome to another week on the Sports Desk. We're going to jump right onto the hardwood today with some volleyball, where the South Spartans spent most of September fighting to keep up with their CIF Southern Section Division II number 1 preseason ranking. Reloading their roster and some key players in new positions, they reached an even 500 record at 8-8 when they came to their home gym for the first time since last year's CIF playoff semifinals loss. Now with league play right around the corner, it's time to see if their preseason Pioneer League favorite is ready to rock. All right, so the South Spartans hosting the West Warriors, facing off on a Friday afternoon. West struggling early in the season, and South looking for some consistency in September. If they're going to do that starting today, have to be without their leader, senior Tessa Fournier. Got herself a little East Coast trip to Seton Hall, an official recruiting visit. Junior Maddie Quisenberry going to take over the first volley of the day right here, and this one's off and running. The Spartans putting it to West right away. And the Warriors, well, they're not going to lie down on this one. They're going to push right back when they can get in position at the net. But unfortunately, even with this block coming up right here, South opens up the day with a 25-15 first frame win. Second frame was a lot closer to start things off. Spartans firing on all cylinders right away, but West, they're able to tie it at 6 and exchange blows all the way until they take the lead at 13-12. And that's when the ladies in green are gonna get mean and turn it on. Defense right here at the net. Erica Eastley stepping up, doing her part as co-captain, actually the only captain on the South squad today, contributing 11 kills here. And the Spartans, after falling behind midway, they're going to go on a 13-6 run to close out their second win of the night. And then, guess what happened after that one? Yeah, this. No, ladies not celebrating, just having a good time, I guess. I'm not sure what they call this at South High, but next time we're there, definitely be sure to ask. Maybe even make some Spartan shuffle shirts. I don't know. West still fighting back, comes out swinging in the third set, never giving up. But South, they're still a very good volleyball team, even without their star player. They're going to do just fine without her, getting an all-around team effort led by Erica Eastley, a big one from Carly Eastley and Mackenzie Fitzpatrick, and the Spartans get a quick sweep on the night after winning the third and final set, 25-11. So South moves to 9-8. Erica Eastley leads the way with 11 kills, 3 blocks, and 2 aces. Mackenzie Fitzpatrick sprinkles in 7 kills and 2 blocks, and the freshman, Carly Eastley, gets 8 kills and 5 digs in the Spartan victory. Now, over at North High, the Lady Saxons, well, they're simply on a steady rise, winning their home tourney on their own floor by beating Bishop Montgomery. It was no time to celebrate because the banged-up Knights squad was more than happy to get a rematch just a few days later. Saxons, Knights, round 2. Check it out. Rematch time, folks. Bishop Montgomery nursing some bumps and bruises, fighting with an injury-plagued roster, hosting the team that beat them in the finals of the North Torrance tourney. The Saxon squad themselves is on fire in the first month of the season. Both teams come out the gates throwing some haymakers. Bishop, led by Bria Green, setting up to avenge their finals loss from the week before, but North controls the first frame, and with the block on Bria Green right here, get their first win of the night, 25-19. Second frame looking like it's going to be a little more of the same, with the Knights quickly falling behind by as much as 5. until the Knights show what they're all about when the Bama-bound senior Green puts her squad on her shoulders and the black and gold tie this one at 13 before Miranda Reynolds steps in with the service ace. The Knights have their first lead of the night, 17-15 in the second frame. Reynolds would contribute 4 aces on the night. Aisha King turning in a big one herself with 7 kills and 7 blocks. They need every bit of it as the second game is as close as they come. Bishop Montgomery holds on to tie it at 1 apiece. And that is the wake-up call the North Saxons need. Sabrin Roberts pounding Montgomery with 15 kills, and the rest of the balanced Saxon squad right behind her. Darlene Lee's 13 kills and 15 digs. The whole Saxon team steps it up, lays some wood to a relentless Bishop team, hoping to avoid losing to the same team twice in 1 week. 25-17 in the third set. A monster fourth set from Roberts would close it out, and the Saxons clearly gaining some momentum after winning their home tourney, then following it up by prevailing against a good Knights volleyball team. You won the tournament, obviously beating this same team last week, so did you talk at all coming into this game about that, or was it just kind of, hey, new team, they're dealing with a lot of injuries, let's just go out and play our game?
No, we were ready for battle. I mean, it was a battle in the final of the tournament, and they got great players, and they really played a great match, and this is a tough building to play in. Loud crowd, cheerleaders between the games, low ceiling, and so, yeah, and great players on the other side.
Yeah, we definitely practiced like how we played on Saturday and we just played hard. Gave it all we got today. We basically focus on like taking it home and finishing everything. Just finish, push through, side out every point, and yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously we're playing with a lot of confidence, but, whatever we've done is done. We're only as good as our next best game, or our next game, I should say. So, we play Centennial to open up league, and then we play Chadwick right after that. That's going to be another good test. So we just got to stay focused on one game at a time, next game at a time. But yeah, we're coming out of this with a lot of confidence for sure.
No surprise here, Green and Roberts, the 2 stars of the night on their respective sides of the net. Bria Green with 24 kills, and Roberts notching 15, 5 blocks and 16 digs to lead the Saxons to an 11-1 record. The Knights dropped to 5-4, coming up short with their shot at redemption. Couldn't dwell on that for too long though, as Bishop hosted Notre Dame almost immediately after. Solid bounce-back match bumps them up to 6-4. Bria Green lighting up the scoreboard once again with 19 kills. Erin Hill throws down 7 of her own, and the Knights make it a short one, sweeping Notre Dame Academy. All right, guys, coming up, we got some football. The El Camino Warriors trying to forget the first 2 weeks of the season. We'll see how well their short-term memory serves them once conference play starts.
What you doing, Dad?
My favorite thing.
Really, Dad, what are you doing?
Paying bills. Every month a stack of them come, just as regular as the rain.
What's this one?
That's a special one, son. I pay it first.
How come?
It's money for my retirement account. I put some money aside each month just like I was paying a bill.
Wouldn't you rather buy something?
I don't want to work forever, and I don't want you to have to support me in my old age. In a way, I'm buying peace of mind. I'm on the installment plan.
At what age is the color that your skin was meant to be no longer beautiful? Every year, millions of young women try to change the skin they were born with and say they'd die for darker skin. Sadly, some actually do. Melanoma is the second most common cancer in teens and young adults 15 to 29. And 1 person dies from melanoma every hour. It's time. Change your thinking, not your skin. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotSkinCancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Hey, welcome back to the Sports Desk. El Camino opened up their football season as another Torrance team with high expectations. Winning the recruiting battle of a top-ranked quarterback transfer, they had all the hope in the world for high scores and a whole lot of W's. Until the Warriors struggled against the run, struggled to run the ball, struggled to move the ball, period, and, well, they just flat out struggled in an 0-2 start. Getting win number 1 in week 3 got that giant monkey off their back just in time for conference play, when it really counts. Aaron Giddens has the highlights.
I'm here at El Camino College where the Warriors just beat Long Beach City College 59-7 in the first conference game. Let's check out some of the highlights. Midway through the first quarter, El Camino kicks a 23-yard field goal to put them up 10-0. The Warriors defense dominated in the first quarter, causing Long Beach City to turn over the ball. Early in the second quarter, Ivan McLennan picks off Long Beach quarterback Casey Nielsen and returns it all the way to the end zone, 17-0 Warriors. With 8:47 to go in the second quarter, Long Beach gets on the scoreboard with its first touchdown of the game. 1st and 17 for El Camino. Quarterback Nicholas King hits wide open Luckner Brady, putting them in Long Beach territory. A few plays later, running back Melvin Richardson runs it in the end zone for the Warriors' 3rd touchdown. Going into halftime, the score, 24-7 Warriors. El Camino brought the same intensity second half with quarterback Jesse Scroggins throwing deep to Brady for the touchdown. Brady simply could not be stopped. Warriors up 23. The defense by the Warriors kept their offense on the field, which allowed Christopher Davis to deliver this dagger on the punt return. Fourth quarter, Long Beach desperately tries to make something happen, but a fumble turns into another Warriors touchdown. El Camino wins their first conference game, making their overall record 2-2. Coach Featherstone says the team is ready to take on anyone.
This is El Camino College. It's the first time in lots of years that we started out 0-2, but the kids have come back. We played great last week. We played even better this week. And if any team takes us lightly, it's not going to be a pretty sight because we're fired up right now.
With a dominant defense, the Warriors may be a force to be reckoned with in the National Central Conference. At El Camino College, I'm Aaron Giddens for the SportsDesk.
And there it is, the Warriors pulling even at 2-2. They're looking like a completely different team these days. Since that 0-2 start, they've outscored their last 2 opponents 105-34. Things clicking on offense with the quarterback duo of Jesse Scroggins and Nicholas King. Scroggins 7 of 16 for 193 yards and King completing 4 of 7 for 96 yards. All that helping the Warriors hang 59 in their first conference game. Meanwhile, the defense playing lights out, holding the Long Beach rushing attack to just 25 rushing yards in the second half. A little more gridiron action for you. West celebrates the 50th anniversary of their football program by rolling up a 585 yards of offense night against South. They beat the Spartans 49-14. Joey Notch leading the undefeated Warriors with another big surprise, solid night. He's 14 of 20 for 279 yards and 3 TDs. Most impressive stat of the night, West converts 10 of their first 11 third down attempts, with 4 of those going to the house. South head coach Josh Waybright called this year's Warriors, quote, one of the best West teams I've seen. His Spartan defense giving up an average of 11 yards of play. They lose their second in a row, both to tough football teams in West and Miracosta, to fall to 2-2. Up next, the Spartans visit Palos Verdes with a chance to get back on a winning record, and West will be on the road at North. North scored over 40 points a game. West offense running like a race car. Just guessing, I don't know, they might score some points in this game. And while we're on the topic of offense, West and North, well, they obviously like to let it fly. But Torrance Tartars head coach Rock Hollis plays his hand a little differently. The way he sees it, one of 3 things is going to happen when you pass the ball. And well, 2 of them, they're not good. They're not good. Clearly not the greatest odds. So if Hollis is a gambling man, let's just say his philosophy had a huge payout against Lusinger. The Tartars smash out 281 yards on the ground, leaving track marks on the Olympians in their 26-7 win. Bobby Wilson, just one of the 4 Tartars to record a rushing TD. He lays down 139 yards on the ground, one of those a 52-yard scamper for 6. The Tartars now 2-2, coming back home to face Inglewood and run the ball some more. Another team that knows how to pound it between the hash marks, the Knights open up Del Rey League play by bullying Mary Star of the Sea. The defense pitches a shutout and the offense rushes the ball 40 times for 243 yards. Robbie Hu racking up 115 of those yards on 21 carries. I don't know about you, but I'll take any back who's averaging 5.5 yards a carry in their first league game. QB Louis Soto, not to be forgotten in an efficient effort, he drops back just 14 times, completes 10 of those. Most of his 139 yards passing going to receiver Kenneth Ridgway. Ridgway had 2 first-half TD catches in that 38-0 rout. All right, coming up, anybody want to run a 5K? Pioneer League cross-country meet hosted by South. These guys ran it, we just try to keep up. We'll be right back with that here on the Sports Desk.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be? I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
My daughter, married and happy.
I want to see things the way I used to.
Chances are, someone you love may one day be affected by macular degeneration or glaucoma. Log on to seeabettertomorrow.org or call 1-800-437-2423 to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration. Call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Hey guys, you're back on the Sports Desk. South High hosted their Pioneer League cross-country meet at Columbia Park. And even though it was a home meet for the Spartans, with no biker leading the race, both the girls and boys teams actually got lost on the 3-mile course. No biggie for these guys though, as each team turned in the top 2 finishers in their respective races. James Redmond and Nick Lofgren both cruised in the 3-mile race at 16 minutes or less. They topped Torrance, North finishing in 3rd place, and El Segundo finished 4th. Same story for the ladies at the meet. They have the top 2 finishers and 3 of the top 4 coming from South. Torrance takes 2nd again with Gundo and North rounding it out. And we've got some girls golf scores. West Torrance beat Chadwick on Aaron Choi's 36 at Rolling Hills Country Club. Torrance smoked Santa Monica 192 to 295. Ann Chang and Nina Novia killing it with 3 birdies each. Chang's scorecard turned in an impressive par the rest of the way to finish at 3 under. And North is just an unstoppable force right now. We told you last week they set a school record, a school first, by sweeping Torrance. Now we've got another Saxon record. This time it's for the lowest team score in school history at 173. It's a 50-stroke cushion over Beverly Hills when it's all said and done, up on the west side at Rancho Park. Okay guys, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. It's officially fall now, so everything's in full swing. Keep on coming back to us for scores and highlights. Also, some great events going on all around the city. So if you know one you're excited to see on the Sports Desk, you can call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at thesportsdesk@torranceca.gov. You're definitely going to want to check in as we plug into everything going on around Torrance. All right, we got West versus North on the football field. And finally, teams plugging into some league play all around. You're going to want to check us out. We'll see you guys next week right here on the Sports Desk.